One of the great options we have with the WordPress websites is the ability to create a new post for the home page and the news feed and have that scheduled to publish later. So this means I'm able to create a post and then have that post wait. So I can create a whole bunch of posts and have them sort of post themselves automatically throughout the week or 2 weeks. So let's just take a look at what that would entail. I've logged into a site here. I'm going to go ahead and say new post, and this site is set up right now to kick back to the old classic editor. So when I launch this new post here, because I've gone into the settings on this site and checked the box to load up the old classic editor, it's going to look like this. So I would call this my new post. So I'm not actually going to post it. Blah, blah, blah. And over on the far side here, instead of clicking publish and pushing it out to the school's website, you would come up here to publish immediately and hit the little edit link. So that's over here on this publish section here, and I can choose any old month that I want, pick the date, pick the time. So I could say I want this to go out maybe tomorrow, say OK, and now that publish button changes to a schedule button. So if I click schedule, that will be scheduled for later. I'm obviously not going to leave this up for Mariposa, or it's going to end up publishing on their homepage and going to their Twitter feed. So I'll come back to that here in a moment. When I go to the next site here, I've launched this one with a new post option, and it's been left to load up the new block editor. So things look just slightly different here. Now I'm going to close the tips up. I'm going to call this new post. And I could start writing there as well, blah, blah, blah. Now in the block editor, you come over to the far side here, and I don't want to be messing with the actual block itself. These settings are for this block. And when I come back over here and choose document, that's when I'm going to get some of these publish options and such for featured images and the excerpt, but I still don't see the actual, there it is, publish immediately. That's what I'm looking for. Click immediately, and very same way I can bump this to tomorrow. And now the publish button at the top becomes a schedule button. And I can say, it's going to ask me this time, there's a little prompt, am I ready to schedule this? Yep, that's fine. And I will schedule you. Now if I go back to the first page while that's saving, I can see that this is ready to go. Now I could move this to the trash, but if I came in at some point and wanted to see all my posts and see if I had anything that was ready to go, when I come to the dashboard here and I choose all posts on the left hand side, it loads up all of my different posts on the website and lets me know right here if I've got anything scheduled. Now in this case I'm of course going to hit trash and get rid of that. And I'll do the same thing over here on the Dr. George site where I'm messing around as well. Instead of allowing that to get published, I'm going to come up here and choose all posts and let that load up here so that I can get rid of it. There we go. And I can see right here that that's been scheduled because he actually uses that. This World Autism Day has been scheduled. This is scheduled. So there's lots of good scheduled posts. And here's the one that I created a moment ago. So I'm going to trash that. But Dr. George currently, as we can see, has 1, 2, 3 posts ready to be put up. So those will go out over this course of this week. And that's how I can quickly schedule posts and that way have those go out over a week, 2 weeks, month, whatever we need, and not have to think about them in the moment when I want to get them published.